So derivatives trading is just a very big term. It covers margin and also futures. The main difference is for margin trading is normally based on lending and loaning. So if you're on, let's say, Bitmex, you can lend some money, and normally you have to pay interest to trade more than what you have. And then there's also margin call when your margin is about to get completely stop loss, and then they will take back the money they loan you. So what we offer is a perpetual contract. It's a contract like the future, but it's going forever. It never ends. So a regular future would have a expiration date, whether it's 1 month, 1 quarter, half a year, even 1 year contract. But for perpetual, it's going forever, and it sort of mimics the spot trading market, and with a funding rate mechanism. There is actually no regulation at the moment, so no regulation for derivatives trading. I would say it's the Wild West right now. So I would say it is the best happening to clients or for traders is more competition. So in an unregulated space, more competition means that the exchange will try to strive to do the best and provide the best environment simply because competition. And as far as for regulation concerns, I think regulation will come eventually, maybe very fast in 1 or 2 years. It is our very interest that to be regulated once the proper regulation comes out. For example, we don't allow US or Singaporean citizens to trade on Bybit simply because there's no clear regulation rules for these countries. So we would love to see clear regulation and guidelines on how we can do business in this area so we can actually penetrate in a legal way. The number one tip is to always use risk management. And we've seen a lot of people coming in naked. Basically, they go long and they don't do any risk management, and you will get rigged very fast. So especially with high leverage. I mean, on Bybit, the average leverage people use is 3 to 5. Although we offer 100, it's more for marketing purpose. And I would strongly suggest to always understand what you are dealing with and learn about crypto trading or derivative tradings before you get into before you start trading, basically. So we're also focusing on education to provide traders webinars or more seminars or content on teaching them how to trade, margin trading. When I do trade, I actually do very long term. So my trade I normally look at the 1-day chart or a weekly chart. So if you look at my position, I hold it for 3 months or 6 months. So plus I'm a little bit too busy to really focus on daily trading. So I make sure I focus on delivering the best trading environment instead of trading. If you're just focusing on the win, then you focus on gambling. So my suggestion is when you gamble, people normally lose, you know. So if you do want to gamble, a small amount, make sure that you deposit amount you can afford to and you trade amount you can afford to. That's the most important key. And if you just want to do some leisure trading, toss a 0. whatever BTC into the exchange and trade and have fun with it, you can do that, yeah? So, yeah. So how are we different? We would like to say we focus on the fundamentals. So a lot of people ask me, what do you bring new to the table? I mean, I always say exchange has been around for many, many decades. It's not a new industry. What crypto currently is lacking is an exchange that focuses on the fundamentals, that does a good job on executions, great support, and also take care of its customers. One of our module is we listen, we care, we improve. So we always listen to our customers. All of our current updates are done because feedbacks from our clients. So we built the Bybit for the clients and for the traders. So Bybit was built for the retail traders, and we understand what exactly the retail people need and want. So we built on the US to make sure that, assuming that most traders trade at night, so we released the night mode, and also making sure all the buttons in the right places so that they know where to find these areas when they want to make a quick trade. What is about trading is very different than spot trading. So when you're buying a regular product, let's say on Coinbase, people don't care about the speed so much. But when it comes to derivatives, the market moves every second, and everyone wants to jump in and jump out in a split a second. So it's very important to make sure the UI is very intuitive and also very fast, so that when the market moves, you can get in and get out as soon as possible. And what's really frustrating, myself as trader as well, is have lagging issues or overload issues that your order can't get through. So these are the area we focus really, and that's what's the key point, I guess, for Bybit's success, is we focus on the details, small details that make you success. The opportunity, I think, I always talk to my employees, let's focus on the long term. I mean, we need to build our system so solid, so when this real player comes in, and we talk about Alibaba, Facebook, how all these bigger players, Amazon, when they come in, we will have 10 times fold or 100-fold clients that wants to trade at the same time. So if we can't even handle the volume now, how are we going to handle mass adoption? So that's why I'm telling all the product team, don't look at now, look at 3 years down the road, 5 years down the road. Let's be prepared to handle real volume when it comes. And obviously, I think that's the biggest challenge and the biggest opportunity. I feel very lucky that we are in this space right now. And we can see that even in the block show event, everyone is very pumped, everyone is excited. And also with the latest development in China, I think the whole China is crazy about crypto now. I mean, so very exciting times. We have currently 4 pairs, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Ripple, and EOS. If we are going to add probably Litecoin or Bcash, that will be the next thing in line. But for us, the new challenge or the biggest challenge when listing a new product is to make sure that liquidity is there. So we need to find good market makers, good liquidity providers to help us to bring up the volume. Because at the end of the day, people come to Bybit to trade. So we need to make sure all of our products are up to the standard for actual trading. So if you list a coin that is not so good and in liquidity, people will get rigged very fast because you get a huge slippage, and especially we have a very high leverage. So we want to make sure the pairs or the product we offer is suitable for trading. I think for really something kick up the pace, we will need something big. So let's see what China is going to do. Let's say this whole how liberal is going to turn out. I think we need something big to jump up the basic demand for or mass adoption for Bitcoin, for crypto. A lot of people say that we need new tech, so we want to focus on the other part. If we can actually bridge the gap between traditional and crypto. So what we provide now is a very well liquid trading asset on Bitcoin. We are hoping to connect our product back to, let's say, traditional trading tools like MT4, MetaQuote, all these things, so that we can present a very good product that the traditional guys are used to, and then they can simply click a button and switch. So right now it's very hard to switch. So nobody is bridging the gap, nobody is providing the right tool. Even for the API part, it's very hard for a traditional investor to connect their current tools to a crypto exchange. So we would like to focus on that, make sure that when there's time that these guys want to try it out, we're here, we're available, and our product is good enough for them to try it. Yeah. Simply understand how Bitcoin works, yeah. And I think a lot of people now this year are turning into derivatives or margin trading because we see Bitcoin as becoming more of a tradable asset than really you use it to buy stuff, yeah? And that's because it's turning into a store of value, much like gold, but it's much more liquid and you have fixed supply. So people think, and also because it's so volatile, there's more opportunity to make money with trading Bitcoins. So I think there's opportunity there, and make sure that the space is ready when the mass adoption happens, My name is Zhou. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Bybit. Bybit is a crypto derivative exchange. We focus on perpetual contract. We currently have BTC USD, Ethereum, Ripple, EOS, USD pairs. You can trade up to 100 leverage with our products. And we are headquartered here in Singapore. We have an office also in Shanghai and Philippines. So Singapore office is mainly our operations. We have many different language speakers targeting different markets. Yeah. So my previous background, I was doing Forex retail. I ran a Forex retail exchange for more than 7 years. And I got into crypto in early 2017. When I looked into the space, I feel like there was only Bitmex and OKEX at the time. And in comparison, the whole trading environment wasn't up to the standard I'm used to. So one of the main reasons I funded Bybit was to handle the execution issues, overall trading expectation from exchange, and also provide the best customer support. We have a team competition. It's going to be the largest competition ever in crypto. The total prize pool is up to 100 BTC. And we invited all the KOLs and influencers in this space to lead the team and to trade. So we believe the previous competition we held, it was all mostly about individuals. But crypto is all about community, and everyone trades in the same group. They want to be able to share their profit or even their loss, so that they can feel the sense of community. So we made this competition completely team-based. So you will see a very big teams from all over the globe: Chinese teams, Korean teams, Japanese teams, and global teams. So hopefully you should start a team and get your people to trade. Unless you're prepared, don't trade. Yeah. The impact of China is actually very significant, because President Xi hardly ever makes a very strong comment, but he did make a comment saying that China wants to go full force with blockchain tech. So that actually there was a recent huge blockchain conference in Wuzhen, where they normally hold these very big internet conference, Alibaba and Tencent, all these players that joins. And so we went there, and with any single panel, there was 1,000 people, and everyone was so excited. And you see a lot of these traditional sector people, even from manufacturers, even the politicians are coming to the conference to understand what is crypto about. And you start to see that even the Chinese news media, the central news, CCTV, people talk about blockchain 101, you know. One of the funny story I heard is that all the Chinese officials, they have an app to learn the latest, the new direction of the country is trying to go. So they were learning about the one road, one show, and about all that. And they put blockchain 101 in there. So everyone has to learn. So I think that's going to be a very significant lead from China. And I think another impact is that because China now is all about crypto, I don't think other countries want to lose out. So USA, Japan, all these guys will probably jump out and say, hey, we want to go full force with crypto. So I think this is a huge thing.